Who here is still waiting for a refund either from PGV, Stablefund, Gembots.ai, or is in a current DeFi project revolving around trading bots that have essentially been promoted to say that they're going to make X amount of money per month or aim to make X amount of money per month, and you've just seen your balance go down? So what I want to do in this video is, again, I want to talk about Astrabit, and before we get further into this, I am a partner with Astrabit. I do get a commission if you use the link down below in a description below. It is going to give you 20% off your first month. I'm going to talk about Astrabit, give you guys my take on it. So first and foremost, Astrabit, I've made countless videos on them, but what I do like first and foremost about this platform is that, one, it's a legitimate business, it's a legitimate company, so it's not just a DeFi project, it's actually a business. And the first thing that I really like is that any money that you're using for these bots on Astrabit are not actually on Astrabit. They are on the exchanges of your choice, and they've recently launched or partnered up with Apex, which is a decentralized exchange. That is the first DEX linked up with Astrabit. So obviously that is super exciting, but right now I am using BitGet and I'm also using KuCoin. So all of the money, if I go back to my dashboard here, this $1,400 that you see is not on Astrabit, it's on the exchanges, and I can go in on these exchanges and withdraw my money anytime. And I am currently running 5 bots because I am a partner with them. I'm not paying for those bots, but if you are a paying member, you can cancel your bots at any given time. So of course, DeFi projects, if you throw your money in there, you're kind of just like, okay, well, I have my money in there. Hopefully I can get it back. You're not too sure what's happening. But again, with Astrabit, you know where your money is. It's on a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange. You can cancel at any time if you're not happy with results, and you can just control your money at all costs. So the ones I am running bots from Elevate Trading, I'm running bots from Warp Bots, as well as Bread Bytes, and I am updating my spreadsheet every single week. So if you want to follow along with what these bots are doing without necessarily getting in them yourself, you can follow along. I have a free Discord, you can join there. But in a nutshell, just to give you some quick stats as to what has happened over these last months of me running these bots, let me zoom in on this. So of course, some bots are making money, some bots are losing money. That is inevitable. It doesn't make sense that bots are only going to make money. So I am running shortbread and cinnamon toast from both Bread Bytes, and this is essentially, it's basically flat. I mean, I'm up a bit, but again, this doesn't take into account the fees, and I've only put a couple $100 in these bots. Now, Horus is taking a beating. It's down about 42%. That is one from Elevate, but their Novice is actually doing quite well, up about 70%, and that again is from Elevate. And last but not least here, I am running Cree45, which is from Warp Bots. It was doing much better before, but now it's down about 50%. So as you can see here, these bots are not only going to make money, I am going to lose money, and it's completely normal, but my vision for this is that I'm going to stick with them. And of course, I am going to see how this does in a long-term scenario. I'm viewing this only long-term. And if I were paying for these bots, I would not have 5 bots, or I would have a lot more money in these bots to obviously cover the fees. Now, in terms of previous results, every single one of these strategists have their own calculator, and you can go and see previous trades and understand how much money you could have made. So here we are on the Elevate Trading dashboard. So we have Horus, we have Solstice, we have Boreas, and we have Novus. We have the stats for 2023. You can play around with these numbers here depending on how much you would initially put. I know Boreas has been absolutely killing it. I mean, had you just put $1,000 right at the beginning of 2023, 3x leverage, you would have made about 3K. So it's crazy. Look at these numbers. They are legitimate trades. And the same is true for Warp Bots. If you go on to Warp Bots, you can see their results. It's looking like Cree45 is the only profitable one. But again, a long-term scenario for me. And similarly with Bread Bites, you can see all of their trading logs as well. So if we take a look at, let's say, Cinnamon Toast, you can go onto it, scroll down, and you're going to have all of these trade logs that you can view. Now, going back to Astrabit, if you go to the marketplace, you have a bunch of other strategists here, and you can pick and choose whichever strategy you do want. And of course, the monthly fees are still quite high. I mean, it's ranging from about $50 to $70. So obviously it is quite high, and that's just a strategy. Then you have to pay an extra $24 for the bot itself. So it's going to range between, let's say, $60 to $100 per month. So of course you have to put a decent amount of money for you to actually make money on this. But again, you always have access to your funds. These can be canceled at any time, and you are going to see the results live in front of you. You're not going to be waiting for someone to say, oh, well, we made this much this month, or we made this, or we're waiting for a refund, or whatever the case may be. So now let's go take a look at the more recent trading bot projects in the DeFi space that have been promoted to you. The first one that comes to my mind is Aviate. I mean, they are saying the most transparent protocol, yada, yada, yada. If you go onto their white paper, they say that this is what their bots are going to potentially make. This was kind of their plan here. And again, they did say that they had tested all of these bots before, that everything was in line. They provided trade logs, and they were saying everything was good. And if we take a look at the token price of Aviate, it's sitting around 48 cents at the time of me recording this. It launched at $1, so anybody who actually bought the token is down more than 50%. And in order to have access to these bot results, well, you need to buy the token and stake the token. So if you bought the token, if you're in this project, you're down 50% just by the token being down. And you are potentially not making as much money as you thought because these bots aren't yielding as much money. Now, I don't have access to the trade logs. I'm not even allowed in their Discord, but this is one of the projects, of course, DeFi projects, trading bots, heavily promoted. And what are we doing now? Now, another one that was heavily promoted is gembot.ai. This literally is comical at this point because this was supposed to launch on March 14th, I believe, or March 8th, just looking at this video. And we are May 21st, me recording this video right now, and we still haven't had a launch. And now they're essentially trying to refund people, which is an absolute joke. But again, a bot project promising so much, which is just not happening. And everybody who put $100 for their subscription is either still waiting for a refund like myself, has been refunded, and just has wasted about 4 months of their lives. So that is another great example. And if we go onto their website, well, it doesn't even work anymore, which is awesome. Great stuff. I know PGV, some people are probably still waiting on refunds, still waiting on a stable fund refund. These were kind of obviously sketchier projects with guaranteed ROIs. But again, a project like Aviate just being down 50% with a token. Why do we even have a token? What's the point of this? It's obviously not working out. Their bots aren't doing as well. So to me, I mean, if you're looking for bots, definitely consider Astrobit. I know there's other models out there, but a model that has a token, it probably not going to do too well. A model like Gembots that essentially does not even launch, not going to do well. So why not look at something that is an actual company and you can cancel anytime and you always have access to your funds. So that's the video today. Obviously looking at real trading bots. They're not necessarily always going to make money versus DeFi projects that you're giving money to someone and hopefully everything works out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.